Welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner, Classics Non-Classic. This is episode number 469. Nope, no double shot this time. Hopefully next episode will be a double shot. Even though that the thing won't match up. It'll take another one of these single shots to kind of basically get back up in sync. Um, that's basically way it is whenever I do this. It's just that I have one book to review, and it's a book, it's a Superman book. I think I did this also with the last one I did, which was that was the Batman and Superman in World's Finest Silver Age book. Okay, but this one is Superman: The Golden Age, Volume 3, and this collects the Superman stories from Action Comics, 32 to 40. Superman Volume 1, issues 8 through 11. I have to say Volume 1 because the Volume 2 for these issues came out in the 80s, and 3 came out in like 2012, and of course, right now, currently the series up to Volume 4 right now. I don't know when the series go back to its nostalgia number. I don't really know. And the first two issues of World's Finest, basically just the Superman stories for those first two issues. Well, the first issue is called World's Best Comics. Star Wars issue 2 is called World's Finest Comics, but technically the name of the series is World's Finest. The thing with this one is that, well, I should point out though, there's only like one major change, one thing that noteworthy thing happens in here, is that the S gets slightly altered. This is what it looks like right now at this point. Yeah, there's a little more red in it, so it's kind of getting close to basically looking like the traditional S that people know and love. It's still got the triangle thing. It doesn't morph into the actual look that it's known for until probably like around the Silver Age. But this one basically adds red to the little more red to the outline of the suit. Now, as a Superman villain, because Ultra Humanites were written out, so we have Lex Luthor making one appearance. And probably one of the best issues in here. It's an issue of Action Comics. It is issue number, I'm trying to think, it was something to do with weather. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, it's Superman versus the Rainmaker, I think it is. I know it's one of these stories, but yeah. Now, Jerry Siegel writes every single story in here. Joe Shuster does some of the stories in here. He does one of the stories for Superman issue 8. Let's see. He draws the stories for Superman stories for Action Comics 35 and 36. Let's see. He inks one of the stories for Superman number 10. And he also inks the story for Action Comics number 39. Now there are several other different artists on here. There's Wayne Boring, who actually draws the first two stories of Superman number 8, and he inks the last one. Let's see. He also does the cover for Action Comics 35. Let's see. He does two of the stories, the last two stories for Superman number 10, and that's it for that. Paul Cassidy does the cover for Superman number 8, and he draws two of the stories, the second and fourth one. Let's see. He does the entire Superman number 9. Yeah, he does the entire artwork for that one. And let's see. He does one story in Superman number 11, and that's it for that one. Let's see. The other artists in these stories are Jack Burney, Ed Delgata, I think that's his pronounced name, Don Camastro, Leo Newark, Fred Ray, and John Cicilla. The artwork is done by Michael Cho. Now, Michael Cho is the only one who actually is still alive. Everyone else who did the stories in here are probably all dead. Yeah. But I know that's probably not a good thing to say, but yeah, these stories came out in 1941. Yeah. Excuse me. It just covers Superman stories that came out from January 1941 to September 1941. Um, is there any first appearances in this one? No, there is none. Absolutely none. Just more stories of Superman dealing with this episode of rearmament. There's a couple stories in it with that. Some people against this. This is well before Pearl Harbor happened. Let's see. Him fighting against some corruption. Basically, a lot of the stories that the Golden Age one did dealt with. Heck, he even takes out a talent agency head because he was actually not actually putting people who were paying him to give him work. Basically, he was embezzling the money. Yeah, he took him down because he found something fishy about him. Because this one particular woman basically kept coming to him like, "Have got my job yet? Have you got me like a thing yet?" Because things take time. Okay, I kind of get that, but apparently this was going on for way too long, and yeah, basically he actually scammed all these people out of their money. So yeah, all these stories in here are pretty classic. It's nice this book actually started to throw in the issues from World's Finest. Now, basically, the Golden Age Superman stories for World's Finest only last to issue 75 because starting issue 76, basically that's when they start at the Silver Age ones. So, who knows how long that's going to last for. But yeah, basically, you just have 8 issues of Action Comics, 4 issues of Superman, and like 2 issues of World's Finest. There's roughly like 8, 4, 12, like there's only like 14 issues in here, basically, like, but only like 4 of them basically are full stories. They were just short stories. Yeah, but I should point out though this book is actually a little bit thinner than the last couple books. I don't get why. In the case of this one, I don't get why they couldn't just squeeze in a few more stories. I guess they gotta figure though, 40 was a good number to end at. Who knows? I'm sure there's probably going to be a volume 4. I don't know when it's going to come out. There probably is going to be one. The cover, my controller does a great job with this cover. Basically, he's using the same style that the late Darwin Cook basically was known for doing. He did draw the first cover for this one. He did a few of these covers before he passed away. But yeah. This is classic. I'm going to get this a 10 out of 10 because it's just classic stories. But the only criticism I have is just that there's not enough stories in here. I kind of wish there's a little bit more. Like, I don't know, maybe like a couple more issues of World's Finest, and maybe a few more issues of Action Comics, but who knows. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Alright, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be episode 470. It will definitely be a double shot. I don't know what number it's going to be. I have to look it up. But you'll find out what number it is next episode, okay? But until then, I will see you there. Bye.